the fact that he didn't have to copy any kind of like gimmicky stuff, the fact that he felt comfortable just being on stage, I was like, nobody gets to do that. There's something else going on with this kid.
Jesus. You're right in the field with my peoples, Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, SEANTANA, and DJ Jeremiah. Keep it locked to Trackstarz Radio, and you know what? Get ready for Line for Line.
What's going on back in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, SEANTANA, DJ Jeremiah. This episode is brought to you by Audible.com. Go to audibletrial.com/Trackstarz with a Z. Get a free audiobook on us. Get into the audiobook game, man. If you have to drive any distance, it's so good for drives. It kills your drive time. I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I don't listen to music that often. I like listening to people talk. So I love listening to podcasts, audiobooks, and all that kind of stuff. I learn more from that. So go get audibletrial.com/Trackstarz. Get a free book from the Trackstarz.
And make sure you go to the website, www.trackstarz.com. Download the podcast each and every Monday. Definitely want you to know there's more out there. There's Dissect. There's Noteworthy. Trackstarz do topics. So you're watching Line for Line, but make sure you know that there's so much more you can be plugged into. Also, please follow us on Trackstarz, Twitter @Trackstarz, Instagram @Trackstarz.
Yeah, man. All that good stuff. All right, man. Trackstarz.com. Hey, man. Today we just gonna get right into it. Today is an album versus album. So here we go. We're gonna do John Givez versus Kendrick Lamar, album for album, To Pimp a Butterfly versus Soul Rebel.
Don't you play that all right track?
And it's not won't be played today.
Don't you play it?
Seriously? It won't. It won't.
Can't, man. He blocked. The reason you can't see the Dream Junkies versus what them boys' name? Black Hippie is because of that song. Name? They blocked the entire video because of that song.
They hating. I think we're one of the reasons why they've been doing that on YouTube. I'm just saying. Saying. Yeah, man, because before there's a lot of people. Well, anyway, all right, so here we go. We're gonna start with K. Dot, the Black, the Berry. Here we go.
I'm the biggest hypocrite in 2015. Once I finish this, witnesses will convey just what I mean. It's evident that I'm irrelevant to society. That's what you're telling me. Penitentiary would only hire me. Curse me till I'm dead. Church me with your fake prophesizing that I'ma be just another slave in my head. Institutional lies, manipulation and lies. Reciprocation of freedom only live in your eyes. You hate me, don't you? I know you hate me just as much as you hate yourself. Jealous of my wisdom and cards I dealt. Watching me as I pull up.
All right, that was Kendrick Lamar, the Blacker, the Bearer. This is John Givez, Johnny Law, Green Light.
Riding with my brightness down Coast Highway, feeling lightweight, nervous cause the cop is right behind me. I made a right turn cause I'm trying to get my life right. If I make the wrong move, Johnny might have me life flighted to the Tri-City Hospital. Now these babies here, what up? Mama disappointed in me cause I'm with the cut up. Young black boy with a point to prove. My higher education was getting high with no school. Follow me, I can show you where the non-fiction friction be at. Fix your face before you step to us so you get split back. Leaking on the ground.
All right, that was John Givez, Johnny Law, Green Light versus the Blacker, the Bearer, Kendrick Lamar. Who you got?
You're in an interesting position.
Yeah, you know,
this is not your music, but it is.
Yeah.
Because, like, it has the Outkast feel.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do?
But you know what else is interesting? You know it's a good line for line when you're already considering your toss-up on
I was
one.
I was thinking that.
I would say save it.
First one.
Save your money.
I was thinking toss-up.
Save your money.
You don't have to do a donation system. If you want extra toss-ups, you gotta donate to Trackstar.
Save your money.
Yeah.
Is somebody counting Periscope because they coming in fast?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kendrick on it.
K. Dot. How we doing this?
Where are we going? Camille. Andrew.
Oh.
Kendrick. What you got, man? Kendrick, wife.
You really messed up the order, though.
Oh.
How'd I mess up the order?
Discussion later. Discussion.
Yeah. Get out
yeah,
your pride,
but there's
Sean.
nobody right here.
We talked about this.
We're going to have to hold hands later. I explained this earlier. Usually somebody's right here, then we do the wall, and then we go around. All right, what you got? Okay. Ciara. Oh, Maya.
John Givez.
Ciara.
John Givez.
What you got?
Givez.
This is tough.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Good.
I'm going to do it. Toss. What you got?
First one?
Yeah, man.
Nah.
Because, I mean, the Boy Wonder instrumental on that was ridiculous on Kendrick. So that was leaning me, but it sounds so smooth, man.
Yeah, the bars are beef.
What you got, man? Periscope.
It was John Givez.
John Givez.
Yeah.
Twitter. Let's see if everybody's abandoned Twitter for Periscope.
Thank you.
Toss up online.
Ready for a toss up?
Toss up online. One said John, one said Kendrick.
I am going to go with Kendrick Lamar. What's that?
Stat. Babe.
Missing my order.
I messed up her order.
Okay, John Givez.
John Givez won that.
One zip.
1-0.
All right, we're going to do John Givez first. Chapter 29. Here we go.
Now, God, I don't mean no disrespect. I got baggage and I don't know how to let it go just yet. I know I'm a sinner. I know the devil see me as dinner. I know it's levels to this. When I look at my life and how I was raised, I know I'm better than this. But see, the card's been dealt. I need your help to play this hand. I pray to you every day if I got to and tell the homies about your plan. And they probably gonna laugh at me, but that's cool. I'll show them how you found a wretched vessel to use. Bless me with tools. Take me anywhere you want me to go. Matter of fact, show me everything you want me to know. Oh, my soul, I repent.
All right, that was John Givez, chapter 29. Here's Kendrick Lamar, You.
Place blame when you steal, place shame when you steal. Feel like you ain't, feel like you don't feel confidence in yourself. Breaking no marble floors, watching anonymous strangers telling me that I'm yours. But you ain't, I'm convinced your tolerance nothing special. What can I blame you for? God can name several situations. I stopped with your little sister baking. A baby aside, just a teenager. Where your patience? What was your antennas? What was the influence you speak of? You preached in front of 100,000 but never reached her. I could tell you, can feel you. You ain't no leader. I never liked you, forever despised you.
All right, that was Kendrick Lamar, You. John Givez, chapter 29.
I didn't even put those together. Until
Yeah, I
you just
didn't
did
either.
that. That's crazy.
What y'all got?
This is a sidebar note.
Jeremiah.
I'm just noting in my head how John Givez and Jay Givens are in the same family. I'm like,
Just now.
no. I'm just noting that like God is putting talent in the same family. I'm kind of mad I didn't get talent in my family like that.
Oh, your sister somewhere like, come on.
Your sister's like, excuse me?
No. She is the talent. I didn't get it.
He did
Anyway,
say no talent in my whole family, though.
I'm gonna go.
He fixes it as he goes.
I'm gonna go Gibbs on that.
What you got, Camille?
I guess the flow pattern of I forgot his name.
Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick, sorry.
Kendrick Lamar. Andrew. Toss up. What you got, man?
Oh,
Toss. Wife.
okay.
John Givez. What you got?
K-Dot.
Ciara.
John Givez.
What you got?
Tossing.
Man.
I was trying to get out the whole week without tossing. I know.
I thought that track on John, it was powerful.
It is.
It was.
The Kendrick was also powerful. I would say John's lyrics meant more to me just because, I understand that feeling. I will say, though, the segment, though, Kendrick's song, it felt more like a song. You know what I mean? It had more production behind it. So I'm going to go Kendrick on that one. What you got? Toss. What you got? Periscope.
Periscope, don't name me a toss-up.
And Twitter, let's see.
Somebody just picked K-Dot. Did that sway it at all?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was okay.
Kendrick, barely Kendrick. So Kendrick on Twitter.
I am going to. Wow, I'm gonna say toss up because Kendrick Lamar, when he said something in there that was like you reaching the people and you ain't reaching, like you preaching to people but you ain't reaching. And he said something dope. But John Givez, like SEANTANA said, I understand. I've been in that place before where he was talking like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it was like
transparent.
Yeah. So toss up.
Wow, this is tough, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What was that? What's the score, Alfie? So it's 1-1.
1-1.
Okay,
Wow. All right, Kendrick Lamar first. Mama, here we go.
Penitent bar cap. West. We don't share the same synonym. Far back. West. Been in it before internet had new acts. Mimicking radio's nemesis made me whack. My innocence limited, the experience lacked. 10 of us with no tentative tactic that cracked. The mind of a literate writer, but I did it in fact. You admitted it once I submitted it, wrapped in plastic. Remember scribbling, scratching, diligent sentences backwards, visiting freestyle ciphers for your reaction. Now I can live in this stadium packet.
right, that was Mama Kendrick Lamar. This is John Givez, 2004. Hey, that was John Givez, 2004. Kendrick Lamar,
See y'all
Mama.
laughing at me.
I'm sorry.
Laughing at you.
We ain't laughing at Ryan because y'all was on beat.
Yeah, y'all like this.
And he was off beat like.
My dude was like,
That's how I get down, though.
I hear the spiritual rhythm.
That's right. That's right. Well, no, actually, I was in deep thought of what I was gonna say next.
you got, man?
Like I always like to say something when I crack the mic. I was gonna say this, even though I don't like having my back turned to K-Dub, who's right behind me. He's from the East Coast. I got way more respect for the West Coast than I do the East Coast. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You didn't take them in the Death Row Bad Boy era.
my dude said that wasn't even a topic. Why are we talking about that?
Just saying, man. Like I just like the flow and the whole mood that West Coast music puts you in. Anyway.
It sounds like Outkast.
That's what it is.
Well, no, actually, I'm not gonna toss that. I'm gonna go to Gibbs on that. Yeah.
All right, what you got, Camille? Andrew, what you got?
Yeah.
Wife.
Kendrick.
Maya.
Gibbs.
Ciara.
Yes.
What you got?
K-Dot.
I got John Givez on that. I thought it sounded way better. I didn't like Kendrick's flow on that. What you got?
I like that.
All them hearts coming up on Periscope.
I like that.
You got Gibbs, you said? What you got? What does Periscope have?
Killed it.
And hold on. Stuff is in the way. Come on, guys.
I like that song 2004 though. It's a dope song.
You know what else I noticed? When
I'm
we
still
do
gonna
these
get
line
it.
for lines and like both the artists are like stellar, you can't say nothing really about the beat
Yeah,
or the delivery or the flow or the content. We just
John
kinda
Givez
sit here
on
like,
Twitter.
John Givez on Twitter. I'm going with John Givez too.
People are saying that like Kendrick's the #1 rapper out right now, so this is like a big battle.
This feels important.
Yeah, this is it.
This line for line feels bigger than us.
Yeah,
yeah.
So bigger than us.
I mean, outside of Drake, like, I mean, this dude is like.
Okay, let me ask this
Drake,
question.
J. Cole. They said Drake, J. Cole. Well, we got.
Let me ask this question.
They said Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar. See you. Okay, but out of those three, they say those are the three kind of running the game.
Spoiler
Right?
alert.
Let me
Spoiler
ask.
alert.
Let me ask this.
This is a big battle.
Spoiler alert. Taylor Gray versus J. Cole.
Oh,
Just spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Okay, go ahead.
Question: what makes Kendrick so hot? Like, what is it? Is it just one person says he's hot and everybody else gets on the bandwagon?
No.
His Good Kid, Man City was really good.
Honestly, before that, you want to be honest,
but
Section 80 was tough.
It was tough in retrospect.
So
I didn't know him.
Good Kid, Mad City hit everybody at the same time.
Yeah. But like, you had to be a Kendrick fan, or not even a fan, but know his stuff.
Yeah.
For Section 80, and
So,
even the one before Section 80.
Is he deemed #1 because he had a good first project and he followed up with a second project that was just as good or better?
I didn't say he was #1.
I don't think, honestly, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and this could be a style of music. I don't think Pimp a Butterfly was as impactful as Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we did the Pimp a Butterfly album review and I listened to the whole thing and I was just not moved.
Okay.
All right. What was the score?
We need to do a study on Ryan's music taste.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
It's very interesting.
If it don't go,
The other day I was listening to
Just
some
because you haven't
Walker.
studied it, don't mean you can't like label it as no form.
But the other day I was listening to some Walker and I was like,
It's not a me, but like there's a formula to it, yo. There's a formula to it.
which is funny. What was the score?
John Givez 2, Kendrick 1.
Okay, 2-1. 2-1.
Okay.
All right, man. We're gonna do John Givez first this time. Elementary Trail. Here we go.
Lurking in my home at age 7, knew I wanted to be in heaven with the Lord. Daddy was a preacher, man, he lost his mind due to war, and who'da thought we see the consequences of a desert storm. Mama's schedule was on, we left the school and hit the Kmart. She had a second job, God blessed her with a brave heart. Struggle was just a part, trouble was at 8 dark. See my first home invasion, chilling at the skate park. Street light, come on, it mean we had to hurry home, but I was just a curious, superior little.
All right, that was Elementary Trail. John Givez. This is Kendrick Lamar. How much $1 cost? All right, Kendrick. How much a dollar costs? John Givez, Elementary Trail.
Who ain't use your toss
So,
up?
the question. Is he like the Tupac of the new generation?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Where
he
have
is.
you been, man?
I'm just trying to figure this out,
He
man. You
said
know,
that-
I told you. I left
I said
He said that
music
years ago.
alone.
Yeah,
I said that to my wife after we were watching an award show.
the BET Awards.
BET Awards.
Yeah,
I
hip
remember
hop.
you,
Three
you said
years
this
ago?
dude's gonna be that dude.
Yeah,
Just his
Yeah.
the fact that he didn't have to copy any kind of like gimmicky
Yeah.
stuff. The fact that he felt comfortable, I was like, nobody gets to do that.
Yeah.
There's something else going on with this kid.
yeah.
He was too comfortable.
And this was before Good Kid, Mad City
This was
came out.
before it came
He
out.
was just doing swimming pools.
Yeah, and I was just like, wait a minute. There's something they're putting him in a place that I don't see nobody else
Yeah,
getting put in. So
Yeah.
I saw it coming from then. And then now the Tupac thing is just commonly
Yeah.
connected to him. But I just could tell that they're trying to make him the Tupac of our generation.
yeah.
Interesting. Toss up.
All that. Toss up.
Camille. Andrew. What you got, man? Kendrick, wife.
Kendrick.
Maya.
Kendrick.
What you got? What you got?
Gibbs.
I'm gonna go
Look
Gibbs
at the
on
face
that.
of the thing.
I'll say this. I'll go Gibbs too because I feel like Christians give that song extra credit because they were so surprised it was so Christian.
Yeah.
But I would say Elementary Trill sounded better to me.
Yeah.
Just
it
as
did.
a song.
Yeah, the better
Wow.
flow. Yeah.
So I'll go that way. What you got? Gibbs. What you got? What you got?
K-Dot.
Periscope. All right, man. See, this thing is keep popping up in the way. Okay, so let's see what you guys got. Toss up and
Twitter.
Kendrick. So Kendrick on Twitter.
I'm gonna go K-Dot too.
Yeah. Honestly, man, before you start saying all the spiritual stuff, like I thought it was gonna be a clear win for Gibbs until like he started getting into it. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it was like bam, bam, bam. It was like bar after bar. And I was like, okay. Then I had to think about a toss up, but I don't have no more. So
You funny.
What you got?
What's
next?
What's the what was that? Miss Alfie? 2-2.
Wow.
Wow, these songs coming up, man.
This is legitly tight.
yeah.
This one is tight.
Yeah, it is. All right, man. We're going to do Kendrick first. These Walls. Here we go.
Talk, they tell me to go deep. Yelling at me continuously, I can see your defense mechanism is my decision. Knock these walls down, that's my religion. Wall feeling like they ready to close in. I suffocate, then catch my second wind. I resonate in these walls. I don't know how long I could wait in these walls. I've been on the streets too long. Looking at you from the outside in, they sing the same old song about how they was always the cleanest. I beg to differ, I must have missed them. I'm not involved.
All right, that was These
We
Walls.
didn't have to mute that whole song.
I know. These Walls, Kendrick Lamar. This is John Givez, The Art of Storytelling, Part 5. Here we go.
Bumping jagged edge just when you ask me if I had a rap it is, I gladly pulled it out my pocket.
Jagged edge. Straight up.
My conscience telling me to stop it, God is watching us. But I can't fight the feeling, baby, I just wanna, we proceed to program ourselves accordingly. Souls tied to each other so disorderly. You looking at me, looking at you, and I'm wondering, honey, could I be your comb over words I'm stumbling, mumbling sweet nothings in your ear like I know what's up. The homie said the first time is the first time I would feel like a true player.
It hurts, John.
All right. John Givez, The Art of Storytelling, Part 5. These Walls, Kendrick Lamar. Who you got?
You need to call that Kama Sutra.
I don't know what that means, but it threw me off. It threw me off.
We're not going to talk about it here.
Wait, what?
Kendrick.
What you got, Camille? Andrew. What you got?
Okay.
Wife.
Hey, what did Ryan say?
What'd you say?
He said Kendrick.
Kendrick.
John
What you got, wife?
Givez.
Maya.
Gibbs.
Ciara. What you got?
Gibbs.
I'm going to go Gibbs on that. What you got? What you got? Didn't you do that already? No, I haven't. Okay. All right. Calm down. Calm down. You're like, no. What you got, Periscope?
Using tassels from past.
Wait.
That's old.
Okay.
Here comes the other one. Ooh, uh-oh. Toss up on Twitter.
Yep. It's 1-1.
I'm going to say John Givez. They both talked about sex. That was interesting.
Explicitly.
Yeah, they
Really? I missed that.
The metaphor for These Walls is,
Gotcha.
yeah. Okay. Huh?
over-explaining.
I said John Givez.
You hear all that silence?
John Givez.
So what's the score?
3-2.
All right, man. This is the final one. We're gonna go with John Givez first. This will not be televised.
To the babies that's making the babies. To the young grandmama watching all tit. Pay attention, I just came to pay a visit to you. Carpe diem, cut an X, gon' give it to you. Yesterday I said today and then tomorrow came fast. Can a young brother live on auto plane passion? They say age factors in. Tell him I'm a page past, pretend, give me some aspirin. Cut away the world work, make my head hurt. Try to get my heart to it, but instead Earth spoke to me. My brother say you get them life quotes from me. I plagiarized, the blue sky wrote for me. You just gotta take your time and pray to the God of the heavens making.
All right, that was John Givez. Would not be televised. This is Kendrick Lamar, King Kunta.
I was gonna kill a couple rappers, but they did it themselves. Everybody's suicidal, they didn't even need my help. That's this shit elementary, I'd probably go to jail if I shoot at your identity and bounce to the left. Stuck a flag in my city, everybody screaming Compton. I should probably run from here when I'm done, to be honest. And I put that on my mama and my baby boo too. 20 million walking out the court, better whoa whoa. Oh yeah, the judge, I made it past 25, and there I was, a little nappy-headed nigga with the world behind him. Life ain't but a fat. Screaming, Annie, are you okay? Annie.
All right, that was Kendrick Lamar, King Kunta. Will not be televised. John Givez. Final one, man. I had fun.
Givez.
Camille. Okay, what you got? What you got? Givez. What you got? What you got? What you got, Maya? Ciara. What you
I
got?
thought that was clearly Kendrick, but I don't know. Kendrick.
That would have been a toss-up for me.
You got a pig.
Let me tell you something I'm noticing with Christian hip hop compared to mainstream. I'm noticing that mainstream masters are louder than Christian masters. Are you noticing that in your headphones? Kendrick, Drake, Cole, you listen to them compared to John, Jay Givens, Andy Mineo. I don't know if it's intentionally, but it sounds lower volume wise.
Even a new Andy, because a new Andy,
yes,
because Illman did his thing with the
No, it sounds. I'm not saying it sounds bad. I'm just saying it sounds different.
But I mean, because the reason I'm saying what I'm saying is because Reach Records do have a distribution deal through Sony Red. So I'm
telling you, if you listen to a Drake record and then listen to Andy, there's a clear volume difference. And I would almost say the mainstream records they're almost too high. You know what I mean? Like if you listen to like what's the man name that's like number one on Billboard, Trap Queen dude.
Oh, Fetty Wap.
Fetty Wap. If you listen to it, it's almost screechy loud.
Yeah.
But most mainstream songs are screechy loud right now. Yeah. But I feel like Christian artists they're mastering it well, but it's not as loud as theirs. Is that a problem? Are we doing it better? Like it sounds better, but whether it's better or not, are we losing out because it's not as loud as their stuff? Just if you turn on a Drake record, you turn on one of these guys' records, it's clearly louder.
You saying that made me think like, for years, it was, y'all don't compare up lyrically. Mm-hmm. Then it was, production-wise, it's not the same. Yeah. Production.
Now we're not loud.
Now it's mastering. And I'm thinking we're there, but there's a difference between somebody who's mastered classic albums like a Michael Jackson, a Prince album, and all these albums, early Jay-Z albums, Nas, and all these cats have been doing this for years versus somebody who been doing it for about 2 years.
What I'm saying is it almost sounds better to me because it's not scratching.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they're looking at us like, but it's not this.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying.
Even if theirs sounds worse.
That's what I'm saying.
Like if you really turn up a Drake record, it sounds too loud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just wonder if we're making our masters sound good but not the same. And are we being excluded from some stuff because it doesn't sound as loud as theirs? Yeah. I'm just throwing it out there.
No, you're real.
I would say I'm gonna have to lean. I don't really like the King Kunta song, so I'm gonna go John. What you got? What'd you say? What you got? All right, Periscope.
Yeah, I thought that was the right move. Periscope. I don't know.
Kendrick on Twitter.
Yeah, I figured the world would follow me. I'm just saying. The world.
I'm going to go with. I should have saved my toss-up. I would say this. I think John Givez' groove was popping immediately, and then, but the lyrical buildup of Kendrick was as well build you up to the downbeat. So, with all that to say, I'm gonna give my ballot to John Givez. Yeah. So what was that? John Givez won.
Oh no. What are we saying?
He's number one.
I've been saying this for a couple weeks now. You remember?
Somebody's gonna look at us like y'all crazy if y'all think.
But are you crazy?
Bar for bar.
Could it be that you're crazy? I'm just wondering.
Now I would say this: if this was Good Kid, Mad City.
I mean, it's what it is.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
I mean, but we talking about current versus current, right?
Yeah, this is the current album. These both came
your
out this year.
your latest project versus your latest project.
Yeah, but the thing was, the Good Kid, Mad City had like singles on it.
Yeah, that
I
did.
feel like some of the singles that Kendrick put out were like
Yeah,
singles.
it was.
You know what I mean? They're kind of rough singles.
I think Kendrick is in a state of mind like, I need to help my people, so I'm gonna make this music so they can listen to it to help them. That's what, when you listen to Pimp a Butterfly, that's what it sounds like.
But I think Givez in the same situation, right?
No, I mean of course, but when, of course. But what I'm saying is that's why he ran away from Good Kid, Mad City. That the style of it, because even when you think about Good Kid, Mad City, it's like. It's a brilliant album, and if you think about it, it's a story album, but he still be able to pick singles off the whole album without even messing up the album.
I'll say this line for line helped me appreciate John Givez' album more.
Yeah.
Because I think there's still, in everybody's head, even fans of Christian hip hop, there's still an internal preference to mainstream.
Yeah.
Where you assume this is good, but it isn't as good as the Giants.
Yeah.
The fact that we really went through and took careful consideration over all these songs. And I mean, of course, there's more songs on the album.
Yeah.
But 6 of them, to say 6 beat out 6 of his is strong.
Yeah.
I don't know what does that mean?
Yeah, man.
Just biased. That's the question.
No, I don't think we're biased. I mean, I think at the end of the day, when you put a person down and you literally let them watch this, and they watch it and they're like, okay, this dude John Givez, I don't know who he is, but he's pretty dope.
But okay, let me take you back to something that you guys will probably never see. But when we had all the artists in the room, if we had those kind of artists in the room, and then you just put on the Kendrick song, they're familiar with it, they'd be like, oh no, there ain't no way, no way. Would it have come out differently?
I don't know, man. I think at the same time you got to look at motives too. Because
what we saying?
Look at motives too. And the reason I'm saying that, if a group of artists or Christian artists are in the room, like how we did like a couple weeks ago when we did God Over Money versus Shady.
Yeah.
I'm thinking because some people may be thinking, I'm better than Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm wondering. Is there an internal bias inside of Christians to even go for the secular artists?
Yeah.
Because we still revere them, but we look at each other like, oh, you trash.
Yeah.
I'm better than you. Yeah. But I'm not really better than him. I give him respect.
I think that's a hot topic that we got to touch on, because I think that's a lot in our genre of CHH. I think that mind state is like, it's almost like I'm better than you, like you said, but like it's almost like, why should I settle for being Memphis Bleak when I could be Jay-Z? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Just thinking about people, like, you know what I mean?
But it was a hard test case because it was Eminem, and people have a real big affinity for him. So that would be hard to judge just off of that one. Yeah. But I wonder if people just kind of
hating, secretly
biased against Christians.
I thought Marty said that in one of his songs. I think the one with the villain.
Yeah.
He said that, you know what I mean, I had a lot of friends, but I guess my friends don't like it when I'm doing better than them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I thought that line stuck out to me because I can see where that can happen.
You think that way?
Say it again?
You think that way?
I don't like it when my friends do. No, I'm just saying. Well, now you going into our personal conversation. Anyway, no, I don't feel like that. What I do feel is that we was talking the other day about me listening to Christian music. As I'm listening, I'm like, man, every time I listen, I feel this burden to go write another song. I feel like, okay, man, that's hot, and I need to like get up to that level.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
so it's like competition. It's not competition. It's friendly competition. Like,
it's like this. It's like
encouragement.
It's encouragement, right? But I can't listen to it free of my thought of I need to go and do something.
Gotcha.
Here's a question. This is controversial. Do people put John and Kendrick in the same lane?
I think they do.
Like, as far as why are they in a line for line? Like, they're kind of in the same range of what we think about them as far as Christianity.
Oh, wow.
Like, what's the major difference?
Because honestly, and y'all gonna look at me like crazy, but John Givez could have made these walls.
It was about the same topic.
Yeah. So that's
now,
what I mean. Like,
the question is, are we being unfair to Kendrick, shoving him on that side of the line for line? You know what I mean? Like, what's the difference?
I think he's clearly on that side.
Is it the cursing?
Are you saying like he's a Christian?
Is it the level of cursing? Because doesn't Kendrick not claim he's a Christian as well?
He does. Yeah. He got on that war show and said, "I want to thank Jesus." He didn't say God.
So why are we classifying one as the Christian one and one as the non-Christian one?
We were doing mainstream versus Christian.
Right, that's what we
but he may be a mainstream
but
Christian,
what we're really saying is
the mainstream
this is the Christian one
artist.
and this is the non-Christian one.
No, I don't think we're doing that. I don't think we're doing that. I think we're looking
what happens when the Christian becomes mainstream? Are we going to put a Christian artist against the mainstream Christian?
That's what Brother P asked us to do.
His topics aren't all his topics
I'm
aren't
just
Christian
wondering.
though. He's like, he's not pushing the faith all the time. That's not his deal.
I want to.
You feel what I'm saying? Like if we break it down to the bare bones, he's not pushing the faith. Even on the Good Cat, Mad City joint, a Good Kid, Mad City joint.
Good
like
cat.
he's not. Shut up.
So is
but he's not pushing. He's not pushing Christ.
So is it?
He acknowledges him, but he ain't pushing him.
Is this the association, the affiliation? Because John Givez is affiliated with Christian hip hop, we claim him as ours, and Kendrick isn't, so we don't claim him. How much of this is the affiliation with Christian hip hop?
I think it's the underlying message.
That question.
Yeah, I think there's a message in what you're actually promoting. Actually, through your music. What are you promoting through your music? I think that at the end of the day, that's what it's about. And I know Kendrick acknowledges Christ, but he's not pushing him to the masses so that you can like have a better relationship with him.
I think the real answer is the level of cursing and the affiliation. I think it has more. If Kendrick said, "I'm a Christian hip hop artist," we'll be talking to him like, "Oh man, we just need to help this brother. He's trying, but he's not." But because Kendrick doesn't claim to be a Christian hip hop artist in any sort of form and is not part of the culture at all, we exclude him outside of our world. You see what I'm saying? And I wonder if that's accurate, like actually accurate.
Question: if Kendrick Lamar comes over to CHH, does the praise of him go away? All the people out there that are big Kendrick fans, are they
mainstream fans?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So I think they
he
follow.
comes over to CHH, and everybody comes over and starts appreciating CHH now.
Him, not other artists wouldn't get that, but he would.
It's like when Michael Vick was playing for the Falcons. I hate the Falcons still, but I love Michael Vick.
Good artists recognize good artistry and they acknowledge it. I mean, I think about Kim Burrell all the time. You have R&B cats that give her a shout out all the time to the point where people are like, "Who's Kim Burrell?" And she's a gospel artist, but you got people like JT that recognize and acknowledge her.
I'm just wondering.
Here's a reason why he might lose some fans if he loses his secular budget.
Well,
because there's nobody he could go to and be considered part of Christian hip hop that would have the same amount of money that he has now. Now, if he was still signed to Dre and was just like, well, screw Dre, I'm going to be a Christian hip hop artist on Dre's label, then I think he would maintain.
Let me ask you a question. What is it? What if he thinks in his mind I'm a Christian hip hop artist?
Somebody just said on Periscope that he pushes Christianity, but in his own way.
I think he's a good argument for a rapper that's Christian. That might be what he thinks.
That's what I was thinking about doing.
But there's another layer, because even if he
Christian
said
rapper
I'm a rapper that's
Christian,
I still think we push him out of the box because of the level of cursing and the level of sexual reference.
I don't think so. I think we push him out the box because he doesn't look like it's a box for I'm a rapper who's Christian. It's a box for them too.
Is he in that box? I don't even know if we would put him in
Kanye
that
West claims Christianity as well.
I don't
right?
think, you can push Christianity though without pushing the gospel, and I don't think he's really about pushing the gospel.
Yeah.
He would get some backlash, quite honestly.
But the reason I asked that question is because I was just wondering, like, the way people feel about CHH, the way mainstream feel about it, like when you give it to somebody and they're like, oh, it's Christian, oh, I'm not listening to that. If Kendrick Lamar comes over to this genre, does he bring those doubters with him?
I think he would.
Okay. That would be a good thing.
But the problem is, and this goes back to the topic we had last week, wouldn't we pressure Kendrick to start cleaning up his mouth and
we
start,
would.
all that kind of stuff? And aren't there like CHH rules that you have to abide by?
But who's the one? Okay, who's breaking the rules? Because and he's the one who's cursing, right? So I'm in the barbershop, right? And so, I'm talking to the guys, right? And I was like, I said, man, Christian hip hop is, pretty much, on his way up. It's doing really well. You know what I mean? He was like, well, I just can't get with it. I'm like, okay.
Who said that?
Don't some of y'all be cursing? And I was like, Rashid.
Okay.
Rashid said that? How does he know about that?
Well, he said he's been listening to some of the Christian hip hop, right? And he said he heard something. He said, and honestly, man, the spirit that y'all have, very similar to the world. Like, very, very, like, that's the vibe I caught.
Honestly, I've heard that before. Like, it's no difference. Like it's no different. That same quote unquote spiritual thing. Like, I've heard a person in the industry say that, like, it's the same frequency as regular hip hop.
And so he was like, well, okay, you said, how does he know about it? I kind of told him.
Yeah,
but anyway,
that's what I'm waiting on.
No, wait. Here's how it went down, though. He said, what I feel like, it ain't going to be too long for some of y'all out there cursing, too. And I said, well, that's somebody who already does it. And he was like, see, I knew it. And that's where it's headed.
Well,
You messed that up.
Huh?
You messed us up, then.
Here's why I still think he's excluded, because we've been talking about this whole cursing thing, but cursing is kind of relative, right? What you may consider a curse word, I don't necessarily consider a curse word. We're claiming curse word as the D word, the N word, where some people are like, no, but Kendrick says the F word and the S word. We categorize curse words. So we exclude, like, it's like, okay, John, I don't, not comfortable, but you're okay. Him, no. You know what I mean? So is that fair?
Let me ask you a question. What if that song, how much does it cost? What if somebody heard that and got saved? Like, do we discount creation, that God gives somebody creative, like the creativity to do something for him, and discount that because he's not in the box that we want him to be in?
Basically, what I'm bringing up is something that I've heard a lot. Are we creating imaginary dividing lines that don't exist? When we divide off of behavior, but God divides off of the heart. Yeah. And I wonder if we put the line at the wrong place sometimes. I just wonder if this is just a question, because eventually we need to do the Kendrick Christianity topic. This is kind of what we're doing. We need to tackle that because we've done Kardashian Christianity, Kanye Christianity, Oprah Christianity. We need to tackle the Kendrick Christianity angle of it, because that's a whole nother style, right? So I think people are confused about that.
I honestly think that I think he's saved, man. I think he's saved. I just think he's still gotta learn some stuff that he gotta figure out, like, okay, that's not acceptable.
I feel like people are afraid to talk about this, and I understand why. You know what I mean? Like, these are careers on the line here, but I'm not afraid to talk about it. So we gotta tackle this because it's confusing to a lot of people. And there's a lot of people who are very staunch one way, a lot of people are very staunch the other way, and it's splitting the body up over issues like this, and nobody's talking about it. So I think we gotta tackle that.
Yeah, man.
All right, man, let's get back into it. You in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, SEANTANA, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
Talk.